How's it going?
Good. Well, what do you think of this first week so far, Coach?
It's been good. Each day we've gotten better. Our guys are competing, we're flying around, and not as many mistakes as I thought it would be, but we're getting better. We're not where we need to be. There's a long ways to go, and excited about today.
What were you trying to accomplish in that first week of spring ball?
We're just getting better each and every day. First we got to be able to line up first and foremost, but more importantly, learning how to practice, learning the way that we want them to practice, and practice at full speed and not worry about making mistakes, and understanding that we can correct those mistakes on film, but we want guys flying around and playing with a lot of energy and passion.
Is there an area that you've been particularly happy with the development so far?
All of them. I mean, like I say, each one of those guys are out there competing and trying to get better every day, and we're not where we need to be, but it's good to see that we're making improvement. We always talk to our guys about getting 1% better each day, and after 2 days, I feel like our football team has got 2% better.
Coach Levis said it was difficult to get an evaluation of the defense when you can't tackle. You're in pads today. How much do you anticipate you guys will tackle today and throughout spring ball?
We're not tackling it today, and I think you can get an evaluation. You guys got to know how to line up. Guys got to fit their gaps. Guys got to get the calls right, and there's technique things you can do without tackling, and we're not going to tackle today, but we're going to thud up, and guys got to be in position and bend their knees and be fundamentally sound. And so there's a lot of evaluation other than tackling. Tackling just don't, if we just tackle and not evaluate the other things, we're not going to be a good football team. So, but I think lining up and assignment-wise, guys who can remember what to do, and do it the right way, do it the way we want them to do it, So I've evaluated a lot from these guys the last 2 days, and just from a fundamental and technical sound, and it's been good.
Is there anything in particular that stands out, those evaluations that you've done?
Well, like for instance, Thomas Graham, one of our freshmen, he's stood out the last 2 days. He's really stepped up and made some plays for us. Malik Lovett has done some good things for us. I've been impressed with our O-line, just again technically sound and knowing what to do. Again, you see a lot more in pads, but just actually I got where to line up, how to go, and doing it at a fast pace has been really good.
With the vibe with the fans here, why is it important for you to allow them in?
Well, we always ask our fans to pay their money to come out and watch during the season. I think it's fair to allow them to come out and see their football team a little bit, and especially with a new staff and want to see what's going on. I think it'd be pretty cool for them to come out and be able to see their football team.
Experience the full Oregon gamut of weather the last couple of days.
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat here. Look, this is kind of like Florida weather. It rains a little bit, then the sun come out. It's pretty cool.
Yesterday, you and Chris Paul had the headsets on at the end. You guys obviously haven't worked together. Is that just to simulate what it'll be like when you guys are calling plays and how you guys are going to communicate there?
It's just we do that every day. Not just because we're new. We're going to do that for years to come, and it's just more in the practice game-like, in a game-like situation. We try to simulate that every day, not wait till Saturday to go out and play a game like, and we try to do that every day for at least 20-30 minutes, and allow our guys to substitute the way we want them to, and keeping our guys engaged into a game-like situation.
Really, 4 of your quarterbacks are underclassmen. Are you excited about the developmental possibilities there, and what have you seen so far?
They're all athletic, for sure. Each and every last one of those guys are pretty athletic and can get things done with their feet and with their arm. I think just after 2 days, I like the way they're competing. All of them have been up and down. All of them have done some good things for us. And it just continued progress throughout the spring ball, and learning the system, and not just playing football, but who can lead. I think that's very important. Being the quarterback, who's going to lead this football team? This football team need a leader. This football team want a leader, and we want to see which one of those guys is going to be able to do that. Again, that's not just from a throwing the football standpoint, but overall just being a leader and getting guys to follow behind him.
The 4 guys who enrolled just a couple days ago, last week, Kruger, Gibson, McNeil, and Burmeister. What have you seen from them? They're in front of the fire pretty quickly.
I've been really impressed with McNeil. He's for a guy that just get here last week and come in and do some of the things he's done the first couple of practices. Been really impressive. He's very athletic, he can go, and then Braxton, he's done a good job. I tell you what, the kid is in here every day studying. He's trying to catch up. He knows he's behind. He's in there every day. I walked through the hallway the other day and saw him in the quarterback meeting room by himself, you know, trying to learn the system, and that's what you want. You want film junkies, you know, guys that just love being in there. And to be honest with you, that's the first time I've seen one of our quarterbacks in there by himself, so that's pretty impressive.
With the moving depth chart, that should breed some more competition. Players that they were really excited for that. Have you seen that translate onto the field already?
Thomas Graham, you know, he came in. He was working with the ones yesterday, and that was great. And I'm sure you'll see more as spring go on. And it's got to be that way. You know, we need these guys to come out and compete every single day. And guys can't take a day off. We can't afford to take a day off. We only have 15 practices, and we need guys to come out here and take care of their business every single practice. And not just practice, but in meetings as well. We're evaluating guys on how they are in meeting rooms. I think that's very important. We talk about on the field so much, but being in the meeting room, taking notes, asking the right questions, and then going out and executing what we ask them to do in the meeting rooms is big for us.
Coach, that culture or that juice that you're trying to bring here, have you seen that kind of play out the last few days, and how long does it take to kind of instill that?
I wouldn't say the last few days. I've seen that juice, that energy since the time I've been here. You know, it's here, you know, and it's not artificial. It's real juice, you know, so that's pretty cool to see, and I'm sure you all have seen it out in practice, a lot of energy guys flying around, and again, that's just how we do things, you know, and we're going to fly around, have fun while we're out here competing.
Really, Oregon's not always, but for a long time started spring ball after spring break, the start of spring quarter. That's something, do you like that timing, or would you rather move it up? Because a lot of people do it much earlier.
Yeah, we'll move it up earlier. We won't be this late. I thought it was really good for us this year with a new staff and for us as a staff to get together and be able to understand each other and know what we're doing before we present it to our players. I thought it actually worked out well for us, but I really don't like it this late. We're going to actually miss about 2 weeks of recruiting, and can't do that. We have to be able to go out and recruit and evaluate and get some guys.
Would you start in March or February?
It depends, you know, but it'll be a lot earlier than now.
How about bringing us to Portland next week at Jesuit? What's the benefit of that?
Well, again, we have fans up in Portland that come out and support us throughout the fall, you know, and again, an opportunity to go out there and let them know that we appreciate them too, and we'll bring our football team to them and let them get to check them out as well. So I think that'll be pretty cool for our fan base.
How much offensive work have you guys done this week, and how have you seen the guys kind of progress through learning the new system?
We're taking it slow and easy. It's new, so we don't want to put too much on them and not get anything out of it. But we're going to put it in slowly and make sure our guys understanding what we're doing and be able to do it the right way and coach it before we move on to the next. It's kind of like accounting. You better know the first steps first, or you won't be able to do the things we want them to do later on.